I always tell many people that underestimate the EFF on your own. Don't expect everyone to underestimate the EFF. Underestimate Julius Malema on your own. Underestimate Mbuyiseni Ndlozi on your own. Because these guys have built a political party. After they were chased from the ANC, they built a political party, EFF, to where it is today, with all the organizational structure, with all the stability, with all everything, them being represented in all provinces and continuously being represented in varsities, universities. So it's not just an overnight success. So for you to underestimate all that experience and think, these guys, they are nobodies, because there's a new sheriff in town, there's MK Party and President Jacob Zuma, you want to overshadow the experience and the political knowledge Julius Malema has, you'll be disappointed. Like this whole thing, I've always been telling people, like, they don't understand, they don't get it. I've studied strategic politics, but it was not called strategic politics when I was studying it. It was called strategic marketing, strategic PR, public relations, and strategic, like how to strategically like capture people's minds and control them, manipulation. I've studied those things and I know them from a deep level, and I studied deeper because I was studying these things based on American politics. And to bring it in the context of South Africa, many people still don't see what the EFF, Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, and the media outlets are doing to the minds of the gullible citizens, the minds of the poor citizens who are just told things by the media and they believe it, they follow it. They don't see these things are done deliberately. It's a strategic move by the EFF to gain an upper hand in the conversation, in the discussion, in the PR, public eye, marketing, branding. It's a strategy for them to be always in your head, always in your thoughts, in your mind, always in the people who like to talk too much, to be always talking about them. It keeps them relevant. It's a strategy they've mastered. And I believe this thing was discussed in the war room of the EFF, because Mbuyiseni Ndlozi is also part of the war room of the EFF. Even Julius Malema is part of the war room. So all this fictional beef was created to make you believe in something that is not real. Made you believe that Mbuyiseni Ndlozi and the Julius Malema, they are fighting over positions. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, they don't want him to be in a position thing. All these people who have been commenting on Mbuyiseni Ndlozi's issue, acting like they're against Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, they are all part of the war room of the EFF. Even Snawo Tambo himself is part of the war room of the EFF. So the CCT, is it the CCT? Yeah, the Central Command Team. So what makes you think these people who can sit in one table, they can't decide to act like in the public eye they are fighting, while trying to create a narrative for you to believe in something that is not real, and make you anticipate the departure of Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, knowing very well it will never happen, but just for you to believe in false hope, just for them to confuse the enemy. It's a strategical way to confuse the enemy the EFF have applied in this whole situation leading up to the National People's Assembly now in December. The big strategy, many people don't talk about this. I've studied this from Ndlozi, best teacher to teach these things, because he was also one of the people who went viral, one of the most Googled men once upon a time, one of the #1 Google men in the whole planet, because of this strategy he was teaching me. And one day I'll apply it for my own things, but I won't tell anyone it has been applied. And one day I will teach it too, because I've studied it and I understand this strategy. And I understand it deeper in the context of social media. It's just that I don't have many social media platforms. I only have TikTok and YouTube. I don't do Instagram, I don't do Facebook, I don't do Twitter. But I have like a banner account where I log in just to keep updated and communicate with people closer to me, not for public consumption, you know, for my own sanity and my own peace. I need my space. So I didn't apply it for me in the context of whole social media. I will only apply it on YouTube and TikTok. But the time will come, you know, where you'll understand one day, and I will explain what I've done it. I'll explain once I've done it, what I've done, how I did it, and I'll refer to you where you can learn better. But it's a strategy. They're confusing the enemy. It's a strategic way to confuse the enemy. They want you to believe the EFF is collapsing. They want you to anticipate the Mbuyiseni Ndlozi leaving. They want the MK party to keep hoping that the Mbuyiseni Ndlozi will come join them. They want the news outlets to continue talking about them. They want you to continue talking about them in a negative light or positive light. I always tell you, you don't listen. There is nothing like negative publicity. All publicity is all about marketing. It's all about advertisement, whether it's negative or positive. There's nothing negative about advertisement. Whether people say bad things about you, whether people say good things about you, as long as it's going viral, it's marketing for you. It's marketing. Some things people don't understand, but they will understand one day. That's the course I even did in school, strategic marketing. I did that in varsity. I did marketing, strategic marketing, marketing management, strategic business to business marketing, and about accounting, human resource, psychology, human behavior, all of those things. I did it. I'm well educated. Don't underestimate when it comes to that part, because it's just that I don't flaunt with it. Like, I mean, I'm a degree. Like, degree what? I don't have a degree. I didn't go to varsity. I didn't go to college. Believe that if you want. I don't care what you believe anyways. So that's what I've observed from the EFF. They've mastered the art of politics. They've mastered the art of engaging the people and making people engage with them. They are the best politicians in South Africa. Like I see you're talking about a grand chess master, President Jacob Zuma and all of that. It's fine. You can give him that title. But he's not the only one who has mastered being a political beast. Julius Malema has mastered that too. And is half the age of this old Matala. So look at what he has been doing, using this whole thing of people leaving the EFF to benefit the EFF. Like, you see people leaving, you see the publicity as negative. I see it as a benefit for the EFF. I don't know how to explain this better, but it is what it is. Thank you very much.